What the deal? What the deal? What's up?
Hey, happy Monday. Is it Monday? Happy
It is
Monday.
Monday. It is Monday. We try to make this thing work every Monday. Sometimes it don't work, but sometimes it do. When it do work, it is fresh, huh? What's
Oh,
up? How
nothing.
are you? How you been? You look great. You look happy.
Thank you. I feel refreshed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fall leaves are like glitter in the air. Finally, I've been really looking forward to this. I was deprived of the leaves changing down in Florida because they don't have nothing but palm trees. So,
Right. Palm trees don't change color. They just stay the same all year round.
or they die and just kind of.
Fall down. People ever get hit by falling palm leaves?
I don't
Is that a
know.
thing?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna have to look that up.
What about you?
Yeah,
How you doing?
I've been good. I've been good. I wish I felt a little bit better. I partied last night. We're gonna get into that during the show. So I've been my age is I don't know. I never had a hangover before. Lately I've been getting them shits left and right.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. And I done drank way more. School, college, all that stuff. Now it don't take much. But before we get this show started, let's do our little intro. You know how we go. Here we go.
It's the Catch Up Show. It's the Catch Up Show. It's the Catch Up Show. It's the Catch Up Show.
Yes, this is Monday, October 17th. I don't know what episode this is. Probably like maybe 15, 20 of these we did already, maybe more. I don't know. But welcome. We got a couple viewers already. You guys are feel free to leave a comment. We post them during the show, interact with us, have fun with us. It's Monday. We only here for a half hour just to take you away from a little bit of the norm. 8 o'clock is usually the time the kids go to sit over there somewhere and you can sit back and worry about somebody else's issues for once. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is the Ketchup Show, man. This is where I try to catch up on my adult married daughter down here in Tennessee. She's down in Nashville, singing her heart out. What's been going on with that?
Oh, I'm getting back to voice lessons this week, so I'm really, really excited. I got a couple shows coming up. I'll let
Oh
you guys
yeah,
know about that. But guess what I found? I wanted
what
to
you
know
found?
if you ever seen these.
Absolutely. What? What?
Do you
Do
like
you
these?
hold on? Do you know what I do for a living? I
Oh
eat those for a living. I get it. Listen, sunflower seed people send me a check because I eat so much sunflower seeds at work.
that flavor?
Absolutely, I done did them all. Only ones I don't like are any hot ones. Anything that's hot, I don't like. But I
Mm.
do have a bag of my. I bought a bag just to say I have a bag. But yeah, that flavor for sure. You
Oh,
got the latest one I just had. I'm not gonna remember it. Oh, I do know. It was Little Caesars pepperoni pizza with
oh,
Little Caesars on the bag. Yes.
good. Because listen, when I saw this, I was like,
No, those are good.
it was
Those are
good.
the best ones.
Two ones.
No, those right there, those Taco Supreme ones are the
Well,
best.
listen, as you can see,
Yeah,
about
yeah,
empty.
yeah. What other ones have you tried?
I really like the barbecue. They got like a sweet barbecue one that
Yeah.
I like ranch. The ranch was my
Hmm.
probably my old favorite. But I feel
Yeah.
like I just kind of started back. Jamal was telling me I need to chill out. I'm like, dang.
Yeah, because it is a little salty, I know. But they have Old Bay. I know you don't like seafood, but try the Old Bay. Yeah, they got Old Bay. They have Frank's Red Hot. They got Frank's Red Hot. They got sizzling bacon. They got pickles. What? Girl, you just talking to a food
God,
connoisseur.
you should get like a. You should reach out to see if you could get like a. I don't know. I don't know. They need to talk to you.
Well, I started eating them in 2010 when I quit smoking.
All the
So
way
yeah,
to 2010.
yeah. So 2020 I quit smoking and I was at work and I'm like, my hands just needed to do something. I'm like, you quit smoking, you always, doing this or whatever. And yeah, I couldn't I was like, I'm gonna try these seeds. And it helped. And I've been popping them ever since. I get the old black man thing. I be like, like that. And then I just spit them out. It's funny because there's an ongoing joke at my job, and they go, if y'all don't know, I go to people's houses for a living, and if anything was to go wrong at any of my jobs, they go, Stromae, we know it was you. It was sunflower seeds all in the back. I'd be like, oh yeah, well it was me. But if it wasn't no sunflower seeds back there, it wasn't me. I can't say it wasn't me. But how was your week? What'd you end up doing? What you end up getting into? Tell me about it.
What did I do this week?
Yeah, that's what the show is pretty much about. So when you prepare for the show, you go, I'm gonna talk about what I did this week. I'm just saying that's usually what we do,
I know.
every week. I didn't just spring this on you. I didn't just spring this on you like, hey, we're gonna talk about this week. What you did this week. No, that's the show.
I feel like this week we were up there in Detroit, weren't we?
Yeah, we're talking about it. Okay.
It's all kind of smudging together. So we were up there in Detroit. We got a chance to come to your show, which was really, really funny. That was really, really funny. I don't think I expected you to be that funny.
Really?
I don't know. I didn't think so because I listen to stand-up comedy every day. Like, I'm one of those people who's like got it on the radio. Like,
okay.
So I knew you'd be funny. I just didn't know if you'd be funny to me.
That's fair. That's fair because when you doing stand-up, excuse me, you have to get everybody, all those different personalities, all those different ages and different outlooks and all these people on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
And everybody's sense of humor is so different.
It is, especially with everything being so sensitive nowadays. So I have been blessed to every time I touch that mic, the crowd, I don't care what it is. I'm gonna tell you what type of crowd I had a couple of nights ago that approved to you. But I did very well on stage, man. So it's I had a good time. I was glad you guys got a chance to see me do a little something. It was light work, it was light. Hey, Felicia, welcome to the show, Felicia. Yeah, so I'm glad you got to see, like it really is comedy. You know what I'm saying? Even when I'm doing crowd work, even when I'm just playing with the crowd.
Yeah, seriously, we could tell it came really natural and easy to you too. It was just like a simple stroke of the pen. It was so easy, and man, we was really like cracking up. Like Jamal could not stop laughing. And
That's good.
I'm really laughing. Do you see me laughing? That was really, really cool of an experience.
Good, man. I'm glad you got a chance to see that. Because it looks simple. When I'm on stage, it looks like I belong there. But let me tell you something right now. What in my head is chaos? Do you hear me?
I don't think I would have believed you if I didn't have that dream I told you about.
Uh-huh.
Where I was about to get on stage and tell them jokes, and boy, I got up there and was like, wow.
Yeah.
I don't know how it could come natural to somebody. I don't see that being a thing until I saw you that night we were up there, and I'm like, wow. Yeah, he was made for this.
And it's funny because you seen that was an all white crowd in northern Michigan. I ain't gonna say northern Michigan because they think Upper Peninsula, but like it was kind of near Port Huron. Yeah. All white crowd, and I was killing them. And then I can go right in the D tonight and do an all hood show. Everybody got weed, smoke in the air, and have fun. So that's just you just got to have range. You just got to be able to adapt. You got to be the chameleon. You know what I'm saying? I got dealt a hand this week so crazy. Speaking of comedy, so I got a call from a female. She goes, I want to hire you to do my sister's 40th birthday party. Right away, I picked up on an accent. I was like, oh, she sounds like Chaldean or something. I was like, okay. She was like, how much do you charge? I said, well, how long do you want me there? She's like, 30 minutes. I said, $200. She was like, okay, cool. And I was like, have you ever seen me before? She was like, yeah, we looked you up. I was like, I'm not clean. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to come in there and, tiptoe and walk on eggshells. I'm not clean. I come in and I have fun with the people. And she was like, we're wild. We're crazy. You come in and do whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. So I said, shoot me some information on your sister. And she shot me about 50 things. I mean, they was on it, right? So I get there. Sure shit. It's like Dearborn, Chaldean, big ass house, right? So I walk in and it's like all I see is women. So I see the girl. She's like, "Oh, Stroma, hi, 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 Hajib and all," like this. I'm like, "Oh, okay. How you doing?" She was like, "Oh, we're gonna be in here. We're gonna be in here." And I looked in there, and it was all women,
Mm.
all conservative Chaldean Arab women. And I was like,
Oh,
where's the man? Because I do a lot of relationship stuff. I got to do little jokes with dudes and a little interaction with men and women. And she was like, "No, it's all women show." I was like, she was like, "I thought I told you." I was like,
you left that out.
so the first thing I said, you know what? I got to get them immediately because I don't know what type of crowd this is. She say they crazy, but I don't see nobody drinking. So there's no drinks. Everybody's bone sober because I think it's in their religion. So I'm like, I gotta get them immediately. So I go in and I go, "The strippers here, bum 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 bum," and I start like acting up, and they go, "Wow!" Nuts, right? Crazy. They know. Wow. One lady pulled down her so she could see better. I said, "Oh Lord Jesus Christ!" So first 5 minutes they laughing. I'm doing light work because I am really I'm like all my relationship stuff is out the window. Because this is an all white crowd. All women crowd. I'm like, oh my God. So 5 minutes in, I noticed my little contact lady that I talked to, she starts talking to another lady. And another lady started talking to another lady, and they start like looking all concerned. So I go, "What's the problem? What's going on over there?" Because there's about 40 of y'all. I'm like, "What's going on?" She goes, "She's 13. I
who the
go, I said, "Who's 13?" And this little hand goes up, and she goes, Can you just not cuss?" I was like,
oh.
"I told y'all."
Woo.
I said, "All right, yeah, no problem." So now all of my materials out the window. Every last joke I have, I'm like, damn, I'm like, okay, I can do this. I said, "Stroy, you can do this." Lightweight, they real conservative. Oh my God. I'm like, okay, I can do this. So I started hitting light stuff, like, because I live in Sterling Heights, so I can draw from that. This is a Chaldean Arab community. So I started drawing from that, hitting them with their own shit. And before long, I had them laughing so hard. I brought up all they little stuff they sent me on the girl. I had her laugh, I had them all laughing, and I was so happy when that 30 minutes was up.
Oh,
But that was the first time I ever left the show 1,000% confident in myself. Like I'm my biggest critic. I'm my biggest critic. I'm like, oh, I could do better. I ain't getting, I ain't see that one person way in the back laughing. I gotta do better. That I was on cloud nine. I'm like, I'm a beast, dude. Because who could go in there in that hostile ass environment? They was going.
oh my gosh.
I could have sworn I was in Iraq. I was in Kuwait or something doing something. Hey Shirley, hey Shirley in the building. Welcome to the show, Shirley. We just catching up on a few things. You know how we get down here on the Ketchup Show. So yeah, that was incredible, just incredible. So the reason why
Wow.
I am not feeling too hot is yesterday morning 5 o'clock in the morning, I think we got up. Our niece, ran in a marathon downtown. Nice marathon. I never seen a marathon. Outside of TV, um, it was 14,000 people.
Whoa.
Yeah, they blocked off.
In the marathon.
Yeah, 14,000 people. They ran from like Campus Martius all the way through down by Cobo, and then over the Ambassador Bridge,
Oh my god.
back through the tunnel, back past Cobo, back up through Lafayette, all that down there. It
Is it
was nice,
cold right now up there?
huh?
Isn't it cold now?
It was a little chilly. Yeah, it was a little chilly. We bundled up. You know what I'm saying? I had a I had a coffee with vodka in it.
Mm.
I got it in at 6 a.m. I started sipping. I'm like, y'all gonna have me out here? I'm gonna be right. So man, oh man, I got pictures on Facebook of and stuff y'all see, but it was nice. She did so well. Was very, very proud of her. But I was lit up by like by 12, I was done. Then I got home, came up in here, I fell asleep. I woke up. I don't know what time I fell asleep, but I woke up. It was 8 o'clock. I'm like, okay, let me go here and brush my teeth, man, get ready. I don't have to work today, so I'm just going to get my day started, try to shake off this hangover. I go in the bathroom, and Jada's standing there, fully dressed. And I go, why are you fully dressed? She goes, why? I'm about to go out. I said, at 8 o'clock in the morning? She said, Dad, it's 8 o'clock at night.
Ooh, so all day.
Well, I mean, I got home about what? I don't even know what time I got home. 4?
Got
So I
home.
only slept 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? I thought I slept all night.
Dang.
I thought I slept all night, so no.
Oh.
I'm just looking at her like, why are you fully dressed at 8 in the morning? Like, what are you doing? But yeah. Yeah. So how was the drive back? Everything was okay?
Yeah, it was smooth. It was
Yeah.
smooth. We just kind of came back and hit the ground running, singing, driving, and then
Singing.
we got invited to a pumpkin patch this
Okay.
week, which was really cool because I don't think we ever thought about going, and I don't think Jamal has ever gone on like a hayride and stuff like that. So we did that. It was really cool. They had like a corn maze. They had these cute little tricycle races thing, which was
Oh
really
yeah. Oh
it was
yeah.
a lot of different like we did
Yeah.
we did like the
Where
zip.
was that at?
It was out in another city in Tennessee. I can't think of the name,
Okay.
but yeah, it was in Tennessee.
Nice.
No, that's so vague. Like Tennessee.
I mean, no, I thought it was here. I thought you said you got invited somewhere. I thought it was here because a couple years back, actually, just a couple days ago, my I'm not Netflix, Facebook memories came up, and it was one of Vaughn, Cohen, and we all went to a hayride thing, and they did tricycle races, and I was watching them like the brothers bang up against each other, trying to knock each other off the road. So instead, that I thought it was up here. That's why.
I was looking for one up there though, so I'm glad you know of a place.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll turn you on. You got to see the girls.
I did.
Oh,
They,
babies.
my gosh, they are just adorable.
Yeah, they
So
are.
close. Their
We have,
personalities are like fully developed. It's crazy.
you got to watch them here, like when they just got their clothes off and they just chilling, and they just doing stuff around here. It's great. It's just so great to just sit and watch them learn different stuff all day. But I told you a story about woke up crazy, woke up with just crazy hangover lately.
Mhm.
I don't know what it is. I know what I'm saying. I'm in college, drinking liquor, drinking whatever. Wake up, no hangover. What hangover? What is that? I don't give a damn. Lately, it's been bad. And all day today, I'm okay now, but lately it's been pretty rough. So, in honor of all of those, you had a hangover before, right?
Mhm.
You like bourbon bars or whiskey bars, is it?
I like whiskey. I don't know. I didn't think it was a thing until you came here and was like, ugh, whiskey. And I'm like, what? I mean, it all do the same thing. I didn't think it was like levels to it until
What? Heck yeah.
I really did.
Hard liquor.
I started drinking late in my life.
Yeah.
So,
So like whiskey don't like dry you out. Like you wake up in the middle of the night and need water, like no.
I mean, I never if it does, I never really noticed. I don't drink that much.
Mhm.
I don't think so. I really like wine. So
Yeah, mine's good. Mine's good. But so you've been like toe off your ass drunk before, though, right?
it's true.
Okay, all right.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What?
Well, I mean, all right. I mean, you're grown, I guess, but so have you ever been this drunk? Yeah, you know what? When you get home, first of all, it's a blessing when you get home from drinking because you've been messed up.
Mhm.
But you got to make sure you use the right key, right, to get in the door. Check this out.
Bro, what the fuck? You so fucking Oh my goodness. Bro, that bitch do not want to slide in there.
Drake, it's a cigarette lighter.
Why did you have to yell?
Drake, cause that's a cigarette lighter.
What does that mean?
You can't open the door. You can't open the door with a cigarette lighter.
You can still definitely open the cigarette lighter.
He said, why you have to yell?
It was a different face. Like he said clearly at the end, you can still open it with a cigarette lighter.
In his mind, it made perfect sense. Perfect sense. Or you ever been so drunk like it take you a minute to notice people? Like you such in your own little world, and you look up and you go, like what? That's right. You're supposed to drink water. You're right, Shirley.
Yeah.
But it take you a minute to like recognize people. Check this out.
What the fuck?
Megan.
You can't tell me she was not living her best drunk life with the refrigerator door. It probably was nice, cool, cool air. She was eating like a whole taco salad to herself. And then she just looks up like, "Oh, Megan, hey." Sometimes you be in your own little world, man. So this video I came across at a bar. And it says it just keeps getting crazier and crazier. So the more you look at this, the more it just gets more wild. Check this out. Like what is happening in this bar right now?
That's one of those bars where they only have whiskey.
Yeah, you know what? I was gonna say that. I said that reminded me of that bar you took me to, but it didn't have no people in it. So, but I can imagine. Those are the people that be in there. My man was like just marching. I ain't never been that lit before, but I have been this drunk before. You ever been this drunk before? Check this out.
Somebody take her home.
The funny thing is, she blended in with the garden.
Oh,
We could have just left her there. Everybody just been walking past, like, look at those tulips.
gosh. And you know, in Nashville, you see so much of that. You got bachelorette parties come here every weekend, and people party every day here. The bars on Broadway open at 9 a.m. and they don't.
Really?
Yes.
9 o'clock in the morning?
The bands start playing at like 10:30. Oh, and they be in there. Listen, they be in there. They be in there. And people busy on the strip, shopping, walking their dogs, and having a good time. People don't start getting like drunk, falling over into the streets until later in the day. It's usually on the weekends, but
God, I don't know. Police is so busy down there.
you never know. One time I was driving Uber and I was waiting and looking for who I'm supposed to pick up, and I'm looking through all of these droves of people, and I turned around. This man was on my window like, oh my God, I could not explain the fear. So scared because he was on my back window, like the little window that's in the trunk.
Yeah.
That window. He was like, oh my God. I screamed and I'm like, get off my window. And I'm right on the horn. And I turn around and this lady's at the window like, what are you doing? Stop blowing your horn. And she's at my driver window, like obviously very drunk. She like slobbing. And I'm like,
what?
I gotta get out of here.
That's a good Tennessee night there.
Listen, Nashville, if I walked around with like a GoPro,
it'd be insane, huh?
You'd understand. Nashville is all of these videos in like a little.
Let's see. What Felicia say? When you are glad, yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm glad you're a clean person. You're like, yes, it's my toilet. Or don't be at nobody else's house.
Oh.
That's
Oh,
worse. I remember when I crossed my fraternity. That was one night I could not stop throwing up. And let me tell you something about a fraternity house toilet.
mm, oh man.
I was like, man, I'll never have another beer in this place. This toilet's so damn disgusting. I had to be right next to it. I think that's what sobered me up.
Just being close to it.
Yeah, like, man, I don't know what that is stuck to my leg. I don't know what I mean, the bathroom was disgusting, but them
Ooh.
was the days. Them was the days, you know.
You know, they have a fraternity for like people that like drinking. It's like a drinking frat. They also have a smoking frat too. I know the smoking frat is at HBCUs, but I heard something. One of my friends that went to a PWI told me that they have a drinking frat. That I know at the smoking one.
A PWI, is that predominantly white institution?
It is. It's true.
Wow, look at me going through my what. So, oh wow, okay, that's something. That's a thing.
Yep, it's a thing. It's a thing. Yeah.
Okay.
hmm in the smoking frat, you have to like smoke mountains and mountains of weed in order to cross, and then the people who are already in it can pick who is around this circle, who they'll like put more money on, and if like say I put $20 on somebody, it's another $20 bag added to what they have to.
Oh no.
People like
Oh,
it's pretty
no,
bad.
you will die.
You have to like drag people out of there. Like
Yeah, no, that's too much weed.
it's too much. But imagine the drinking frat. That's what I'm saying. Like imagine the drinking one. You can die.
Yeah, you really can. Alcohol poisoning is real.
It's real. Imagine that.
Yeah, well, I ain't with it. So what's your well, we got a couple of minutes left on the broadcast. What's this upcoming week looking like? Tell me about it.
Coming week, I start voice lessons, so I'm trying to stay hydrated. But my lord, it is not easy because the air is drying out for the leaves, and it's like it's the hardest thing. But I jumped back into Game of Thrones
Okay.
because Grandma told me watch House of Dragons. So
Yes.
So I'm into that and rewatching Game of Thrones. If you haven't seen Game of Thrones, people, jump in. What are you doing? Jump
Game
in.
of Thrones is good. It's really good. It took me 4 times to get into it though. So don't give.
What do you mean?
So I watched it in the first episode. I was like, no, there's no way I can watch this. So the next time, maybe about a month or two later, I tried again. I got to episode 2. I was like, no, yeah, I tried.
No.
People kept talking about it. The third time I made it to like episode 4. It was like, there's no way. I can't.
Ah.
One more time, I said, okay, I'm gonna get one more shot. And I don't know what happened, but something clicked and I was all in. When I tell you all in, I was just like binge watching it. It is a good show.
It
Love
is.
it.
And
Love
it is. I'm binge watching it now. And it's something about rewatching it that I hear the story differently. And I'm like, oh, okay, so that's his son. That's his. Okay. It's so interesting.
I was hoping that they did the storyline of, because they're doing the storyline of Khaleesi, right?
Well, you mean like in the House of Dragons?
The Targaryens, yeah. I was hoping the timeline was shorter, like it was like her grandmother, not like hundreds of years later. You know what I'm saying? It's like hundreds of years later. It's like, oh, we'll never get to Khaleesi. Shit.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. So when I rewatch Game of Thrones, it could kind of like tie it together.
Yeah,
it was a little far back. That's true. Yeah, but in rewatching Game of Thrones, they do make a lot of different references. Like most of their references are to the first king, in which we're seeing in House of Dragons.
Okay. I haven't watched House of Dragons. I think I watched like 10 minutes of the first episode, and that's how I knew. I was like, oh, we are so far behind.
Yeah. You should watch it. They
I almost lost interest. I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch it. It's just gonna take me a minute to get into it.
Yeah, they reference a lot of it. It all kind of ties together. I just we get a chance to see who the Mad King really was. I really hope they kind of like but it's early in the game.
Somewhere down the line, yeah. Somewhere down the line. It may not even be this show. They probably gonna have so much stuff coming out. They're probably in talks right now.
Yeah.
With more and more stuff. Maybe a spinoff with the girl who killed the Ice King.
Yeah, that would be fire.
That'd be dope.
Thrones has like what 8 seasons. House of Dragons is only on the first, so hopefully we'll get that timeline tie-in. That would be really fire.
That would be sweet. Let you know what I got going on, man. Wednesday, I'm gonna be at Detroit House of Comedy, the brand new Detroit House of Comedy. I got my man Chef Bullet in the building, my boy Chef Bullet. What the deal, homeboy? I did see that video you dropped today from a show I did in September with him. Fire. I advise you to go check. Daughter, when I get off, go to my page and check out. He posted a show I did, a backyard event, huge event. It was probably one of my best sets. It was hilarious. I had a very, very good time. Appreciate you, bro, for dropping that, letting the world see what your man's be up to. But this Wednesday, I'm at the brand new Detroit House of Comedy with my girl, not simply, but Ronnie Chanel, and the host. They gave her her own night, T-Bar, hilarious female. She reached out to me. And of course, this Thursday, I'll be at Solar Detroit. So, you know, hey, if you can't catch me on here, catch me out there. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all right now. If you can't catch me right here, catch me out there. And we will be back hopefully next Monday with a brand new Ketchup Show where we're going to catch up and see how this week went, how the voice lessons go, how these shows I'm doing go, and we're going to have some fun. You with me, daughter?
Yeah, I'm excited. It'll be fun.
All right. Well, I will see you in a week. Thank y'all for hanging out with us this week. Love you, daughter. And catch up, Mustard.
It's the catch